Hey there, grumpy old fart here. I'm doing a UFO crash retrieval video on Mussolini's UFO. Yeah, information including documents released by an anonymous government source and stories passed down through the generations seem to confirm that a bell-shaped UFO crashed near the small town, a small town in the north of Italy in 1933. Italian ufologist Roberto Pignotti and American UAP whistleblower David Grush have confirmed that a UFO did in fact crash in Italy in 1933. Before I get into this though, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you would hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content on social media, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page on Amazon. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there. I wrote 7 of them. I like to think I write good stories that make you think. I wrote a 3-book science fiction Western series called Drifters. I wrote a political fantasy called The Righteous President. I wrote a fun story about a house in New Orleans where the monsters all hang out. It's called The House Off Farrago Road. And I've written 2 so far. I'm working on the 3rd. They're science fiction, space, warfare, future type thing. It's a study of humanity from an alien perspective. The first one is Vanguard 1. The second one is Task Force Terminus. And as I said, I'm working on the 3rd one. I hope you get them and I hope you like them. Now, on with Mussolini's UFO. Mussolini, once they found this craft, Mussolini ordered the craft hidden away for over a decade. The documents Pinotti acquired, I hope I'm saying this guy's name right, P-I-N-O-T-T-I, Pinotti. Anyway, he's a really great ufologist. The documents that he acquired were tested and the paper and ink seemed authentic. They include 2 telegrams authorized by Mussolini himself demanding absolute silence and a cover-up about the unidentified craft. The telegrams specify the immediate arrest and maximum penalties for any journalist reporting news of an unknown nature or news of an unknown craft or a craft of an unknown origin having crashed on Italian soil. Now, keep in mind, in a fascist society, maximum penalties usually means a bullet to the head. Just saying. So they were serious about this. And the telegrams have been authenticated. Right? David Grush made the claim that U.S. forces seized the debris from the crash when they took Rome at the end of World War II. Evidently, here's another part of this story. Evidently, the Vatican took possession of the craft. Somehow, they got it, and they kept it hidden up to that point. Now, if so, it is possible that by taking the debris, the Vatican kept Mussolini's scientists from back engineering the technology in order to bolster Italy's war efforts. Okay? We honestly don't know what happened. What we do know is there was a crash, and somehow or other the Vatican got a hold of it, because that's where our guys got it from, apparently. It is also possible that the Vatican's archives still contain documentation of said craft. If that's the case, the Vatican may have all kinds of neat stuff in their archives. I apologize. We have a new kitten, and she's climbing up my damn leg. Her little claws are needles. Oh, good. There you go. Whatever. Okay. The documents point to a mysterious Italian government department called Goneto RS-33. G-O-N-E-T-O. Goneto RS-33. It was set up by Mussolini to manage the retrieval of this and other UFOs and their wreckage. Goneto RS-33 was headed by Nobel Prize-winning inventor Guglielmo Marconi. Now, I've heard of Marconi, so that's a big deal. This guy was brilliant. This guy was something along the lines of Da Vinci or Einstein. This guy was up there. He was smart. A resident in northern Italy, his name is Marco Negri, recently shared a story passed down from his grandfather, Pietro Negri. His name is Negri, Negri. So, Pietro Negri was the mayor of a small town near the crash site at the time. Pietro claimed that a wingless, bell-shaped craft crashed in the wooded mountains near the town. It was 10 meters in diameter and about 15 meters tall. The fascist secret police secured the crash site and covered up its existence. So, if this is what the grandfather told the son, if the story was passed down. So, all of this seems to add layers of credence and credibility to the story that simply cannot be ignored. I did a video about the Glocka. This is where, now that's the story. I'm getting into my personal observations here. I did a video about the Glocka. Check it out. It's the Nazi, they were experimenting with anti-gravity and time travel and things like that. I did a video, go check it out. I find the description of the crashed craft recovered in Italy eerily similar to that particular Nazi creation. Was this crash in Italy somehow connected to the Nazi experiments with Die Glocke? Who knows? But the fact that two fascist allies in World War II both had a craft within their borders that were similar in description and, and possibly capabilities says something. Now, I'm not a big believer in coincidence, so I'm thinking there's more to this than we know. That's all the information that I could find. If somebody else comes across more, or if they find more information, or if they know of something else, please put it in the comments. This is a very interesting story. I would love to read it. And if you find information that it's contrary to what I just said, please put that in the comments too. I ain't perfect. I never claim to be. Right? If your comments are different than mine, then amen. I'm happy to hear them. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one now. God bless one and all. Vanguard 1, Devo Poland, a scientific representative from a pacifist race called the Gandhiri, has come to Earth to learn the one thing that humans do better than anyone else in the galaxy: to fight. In the sequel, Task Force Terminus, Earth is at war with an alien race called the Amdola. Devo Poland's new commission in the Terran fleet exposes him to bigotry and treachery, and he comes to realize that sometimes political and military maneuvering are one and the same.